Hi, Derek from ForeGolf Custom. If you're looking for more distance, if you've lost a bit of speed in your swing, maybe got a little bit older, maybe you're coming back from an injury, but you're losing distance in terms of irons, I have the perfect solution. This wasn't a video that I was actually planning to do, but the results from this are just too good. Today, folks, we're looking at Ping's i530. Quick bit of tech. So this isn't a blade, even though it looks kind of bladish. It certainly has a very nice thin rounded top line. It's not that offset. For all intent and purposes, when you looked at it, you'd think, wow, that looks like a blade. It's not. It's definitely not. In fact, what it has is a forged maraging face that's welded onto the front of the club. And there's a big cavity inside that they've put it back on, and you'll see there's a little screw point up on the toe. This allows them to inject the material in there to create this kind of a filled cavity so that the face can actually move and spring to get this massive ball speed without affecting the way that the club performs. It also is really good for retentive speed across the face. This is really important if you're looking for more consistency. So if you're trying to hit greens and maintain your distance control, these will really do the job for you. They look neat, they look tidy, so it's not like you've taken a big head and made it into a big, very forgiving club head. It's actually quite a bit of engineering to get something this small and have all this tech packed into it. The ball speeds are absolutely off the charts. You will not believe how far these goes and how fast they go, but be careful. The center of gravity on these is quite low based on how they're made and designed with that cavity in there. So the ball flight launch is very high. I've got some information on shafts, so let me do this head work first, and then I'll talk you through some of the shafts that are working really well for this. There's a whole host of them. With the CG very low, the launch angle is very high. Shaft choice is critical based on your speed, but also based on how you're trying to get the ball to fly. Remember, this thing will jump in the air very quickly. There's 3 loft settings that you can actually order from Ping. It's very important to get this right because they have a standard loft setting, they have a retro loft setting, and then the tour spec loft setting, which is basically different lofts, so stronger and weaker based on your ball flight. But remember, the ball flight does come out quite high, but then it flattens out quite quickly, so be careful of the loft settings. Ping has a really cool lie adjustability as well. They do it in color codes. We prefer to use measurements when we're building the stuff in the workshop, but they use a color code system and we tie in perfectly for that. I really love the fitting system that allows me to actually rotate the head through the different settings. This means that I can actually get the exact lie angle that I want based on TrackMan. When it delivers in that dynamic lie angle at impact, I can then rotate the club head to the different color codes, which then relate to the lie settings. Make sure you get this right. Don't just go for black thinking, oh, I'm standard. Get it checked, get it done right for you based on your impact position. Trust me, it'll help a lot with how that ball flight flies. Okay, the shafts. What's been working really well for me? I've been using the Modus 105, Nippon's Modus 105 shaft. I'm finding that works really well at just getting that ball flight to pocket or get that window that I'm looking for. They have a whole host of shafts that are of no upcharge in terms of extra cost in this iron. So they've got dynamic gold 115s, they've got the 120 dynamic gold, they have their Alta CB. So if you're a really slow swinger looking for more speed, go into their Alta CB range, look at their graphite. It's a real lightweight spec in 35 and 43 gram. It's designed to get the ball into the air. But if you're more of a good ball striker but you want to use graphite, they have UST recoil in this. It's a brilliant shaft for that kind of between steel and really light graphite, so that decent weighted graphite, keep the ball flight under control. Check that out. And they've also got all of the Modus range as well from Nippon, as well as their own shaft line that they have in there. There's a host of shafts, but remember, you're kind of tying the kick point and the way that the shaft profile works with the way that this club head launches. So remember, this comes out high, so you're trying to maybe tack in the right shaft to suit that window of flight. So if you want it a little lower, maybe look at the dynamic goal line. There's a 115 and a 105 in there. If you wanted a little bit more picture, move into the Modus 105s, and then they've got other regular shafts if you're trying to get the ball to fly. Bottom line is though, if you're looking for distance, if you're looking for a lot more carry from your irons, a softer flight into the green, this Ping i530 is one of the best. I haven't found anything that goes quite as fast as this. And for people looking for more distance without sacrificing the feel, because it's a forged face, this is definitely one to look at. If you like what we're doing, maybe give us a like. Let me know in the comments below if you've tested this iron and if it's going as fast as I've found, because I can't find anything going quicker than this. See you at the next video. Thanks for watching.